Hello TMN Television and welcome to this tutorial video. Today we're going to look at the Nikon D3200 DSLR. Yeah, it's this thing. Okay, so obviously before you go out to shoot, there are a couple things that you need to get ready. First is the battery. The battery goes in the bottom of the camera here. It just fits right in just like so. Never force it in because there's only one way for it to go in. And then you just close it up like that. Easy peasy. The memory card goes in this holder right here. So it just flips open just like that. The memory card goes right in like this, and you just press it gently down till it clicks in, just like so. And then you can just close that up and you're ready to go. Make sure you always have the lens cap. The lens cap should always be with the camera. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to initialize the card, which is the same as formatting it. So the way you do that is you hit the menu button, you go to the wrench, so it's pretty much the same as the HD cam, except the difference is it'll be near the top of the menu and it'll say format memory card. It's pretty much right at the beginning of the menu is format memory card. And then you literally just click that. It says all images on memory card will be deleted. Okay. And you just hit yes. Formatting memory card and format complete. That's all there is to it. Okay, one of the settings that's important to note before you go out to shoot is the frame rate. So the frame rate is basically just what it sounds like. It's how many frames go by in 1 second. So the higher the frame rate, the more kind of fluid the images look. And if the frame rate is relatively lower, like at 24, it looks more cinematic, it looks more like a movie. And if it's higher, it looks more like a reality TV show. So the way you change the frame rate is you go into menu, and then you go over to the camera icon. You click on the camera icon, and you go all the way down to movie settings. Click on movie settings. Once you get into the movie settings menu, the first thing you're gonna see is frame rate and quality. So you're probably gonna want that on 24 19 by 1080 most of the time. There's no real reason why you should ever change that. Also, you'll see mic sensitivity is down here. That should almost always be on auto. Okay, now that your camera's ready to go, you're all ready to shoot, and the actual shooting part is pretty straightforward. The only real difference between shooting with a DSLR and shooting with, say, the HD cam is mostly focus. You're gonna want to, most of the time, at least I like to manually focus the camera most of the time. So what you're gonna want to do to turn on the manual focus is, if you look on the side of the kind of the big barrel of the lens, there's a little switch that says A and M. You're gonna want to switch that from A to M. And that will switch on manual focus. So all that means is you're going to have to use the little knob up here to do the focus, and the big knob is the zoom. Okay, so when you're actually ready to shoot, the on switch for the camera is up here under your, I guess, trigger finger up here. So you switch that to on, you'll get this screen that comes up. What you're gonna wanna do is hit this button here, the LV, which is for live view. That just means you can see exactly what the camera sees. So if you click that, you'll hear a click, and then you can see exactly what the camera sees. So there's me through the camera. And you'll notice that things will probably be out of focus, so just practice maybe focusing with the little knob. It's really not hard once you get the hang of it. And once you've figured out the focus, then you're ready to shoot. And literally all you do, there's a red record button up here that you click, and Bob's your uncle, you're recording. And what's nice is it gives you, while you're recording, there's a little timer up in the top right that tells you exactly how much time you have left on your card, which for a 32 gigabyte card, it's about 21 minutes. And it also tells you your frame rate. It tells you lots of other information on the bottom that you don't really need to worry about. and it also tells you whether your mic is on auto, which is pretty important because these have a really good like auto mic setting, so things won't get like blown out if it's really loud, or if it's really quiet it bumps up the sensitivity, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. But yeah, and then once you're done recording, obviously you hit record again. And if you want to review it, the review button is the button up here in the top left. And you just click that, and then you can watch it back. Oh, there's me.
Bob's your uncle, you're recording.
Oh, well, okay.
And what's nice is it gives you...
Okay, stop talking. Right here is the microphone port. So you can just plug the end of the lapel mic in here, and as long as it's on like auto mic sensitivity like I showed you, you should have no problems with the sound coming through. Yeah, that's really all there is to shooting in auto mode. Now I'm going to show you how to change lenses, and this is something you probably won't have to do very often unless you're maybe doing sports and you have to put in the zoom lens. It's very important when you're changing lenses, never do it outside if you can help it, and always tell the people around you when you are changing lenses for the very reason that I'm just about to tell you. In order to get the lens off, there's a little button on the side right here, and you press that in, and then you rotate the lens clockwise, just like this, and then you gently take it off. Now always make sure, it's good to have a partner if you're changing lenses, so the partner can hold the lens when you take it off. So I'm just going to put the lens down here very carefully. So as you can see, in here you have the camera sensor. Now the reason I say always do this inside is because you do not want anything getting in that sensor. If anything gets in the sensor, the camera is ruined. There's no way to clean it. So obviously you need to take the lens that you're taking off and put the one that you're putting on as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this same lens back on just to show you. So obviously you can't really see it in the video, but there's a little white mark on the lens, and there's a white mark on the camera. So you just very gently line up those white marks, and then you twist the lens counterclockwise until you hear a click. I don't know if you could hear that click, but whatever. And yeah, now the lens is back on. So it's a fairly simple process, but you have to be extremely careful not to get anything in the sensor. So yeah, that's changing lenses. After you're done shooting, there are a couple things you just need to make sure you do just to make sure the camera is put away correctly. The first thing you need to do, obviously, is turn off the camera. So to do that, you just switch it off, just like that. And you put the lens cap on the end. Always very important, because these things can scratch pretty easily. Leave the lens on. There's no real reason to take it off, as long as you put it very carefully back in the bag. And basically just the process goes in reverse. You just take the battery out just like this. There you go. And make sure you put that on the charger, and then close that up. And you can take out the memory card just by pressing it in slightly, and it just pops right out. There's the memory card. And when you put it back in its case, put the camera down on its side and put the strap in. And then one of the Velcro straps should go over it, like that. And then close it up, and you're done. That's about it for the Nikon DSLRs. I hope you guys have great success with them and have a great semester, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.